Returning now to the tensions between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. Joining us is Murad Ghassanli. He's a former advisor to an Azeri opposition presidential candidate. He's now an energy and security researcher focusing on Azerbaijan and the South Caucasus region. Thank you so much for being on Al Jazeera, Murad. First off, what are you hearing as far as the current situation on the ground and the ceasefire which was announced by the Azeris on Sunday? Is it being respected at all?
Well, the reports are coming in from different sources, and it's very difficult to know exactly what is happening. But from what we understand, the Armenian forces are carrying out continued artillery strikes against Azerbaijani positions, trying to recapture territory that they lost yesterday on Saturday.
Well, some of the people
and there are reports of casualties.
Right. Some of the people that we've heard from on the ground worry that the situation could deteriorate considerably, and in fact worry that they could be even worse off than in 1992, 1994. Is that your reading of the events on the ground, or do you think that there's still time for the two sides to be pulled back from the break?
Well, the events, the recent escalation is yet another reminder of the failure of the OSCE and Minsk Group-led peace process. Over the past 22 years, some 7 regions of Azerbaijan, in addition to Nagorno-Karabakh, have been under occupation. 700,000 Azerbaijanis have been internally displaced in their own country. They were essentially expelled from Nagorno-Karabakh, like members of my family, and from the 7 regions around it. And despite of 4 UN Security Council resolutions demanding Armenian withdrawal throughout these years, since 1993, 1994, there has been no progress, and Armenia refuses to make any concessions. Increasingly, patience is running out in Azerbaijan. There are, as I said, there are hundreds of thousands of IDPs, and it is the failure of the OSCE and Minsk Group to bring about real concessions from the Armenian side to withdraw from the occupied territories that led to this breakdown. Azerbaijan repeatedly made it clear that whilst the country, the government, is committed to the peace process, that commitment is subject to real progress being made. Negotiations for the sake of negotiations is increasingly unacceptable.
Okay.
And the status quo is unsustainable.
The status quo, you say, is unsustainable. We've heard from the Russian Foreign Ministry, who said that the fighting needs to stop. There is a role here, of course, for Russia and the Turks. What is it, and what could they bring to the table, in your opinion?
Well, Russia is one of the co-chairs of the OSCE Minsk Group, and in the past, Russian leadership had made several sort of peacemaking initiatives, which haven't come to any fruition. Azerbaijan, it's a delicate situation. Russia has a multiple set of interests in South Caucasus. It has a strategic alliance with Armenia and military bases in Armenia, an economic partnership with Azerbaijan. But if anyone can persuade Armenia to respect the 4 UN Security Council resolutions for which Russia voted back in 1993, then it is Moscow. They have the biggest leverage over Armenia. As for Turkey, Azerbaijani people are obviously very grateful to the Turkish people and to the government of Turkey for the moral support that Turkey provides Azerbaijan, and the statements of support that came from Turkey. But it is highly doubtful that Turkey, a NATO member, is going to be directly involved in this. The real crux here is the failure of the United States, France and Russia as the co-chairs of the OSCE Minsk Group to bring about any real progress and withdrawal of Armenian troops from Azerbaijani territories. Azerbaijan had suffered for 22 years with hundreds of thousands of IDPs. These people have a right of return to their homes.
Okay.
Members of my family have a right of return to Nagorno-Karabakh.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us and explaining the situation from the Azeri side. Murad Ghassanli, researcher on South Caucasus, joining us there live from London.
Thank you.